Hi everyone. So, finally having a 5-second break of sleeping and running around. I thought I'll tell you about Gabby's day one. And where I left off was when the 5 seconds that I got to see her. It was wonderful. But even now, sitting here, it's still scary to think about how that all plays off. Having had 2 kids before in my life, the whole procedure starts, you lie there, you open up, and here comes our baby, and they show you this beautiful baby, and it's crying, and it's congratulations, and it's a healthy baby. It wasn't like that for me. It was congratulations, he's breathing. So poor Johan was torn between staying with me and going with baby. I said to him, go with baby, I'm just going to lie here, I'm not going to go anywhere. I think at one stage he must have thought I was a bit mad. And they wrapped her up into an incubator, and they, as far as I understood from Johan, they ran out of there. So I said to him, yeah, you got your real ER experience. And he just looked at me and he said, that thing in the movies where you see the people running with the incubator down the passageway and people running behind it, that is what you see. The scary part is you doing the running with them and you going with them into the neonatal unit. On my side, while all that was going on, there was still the long process of actually cleaning up, sewing up, getting everything ready. And by then it was calming down and quiet. I was tired. I think by that stage I haven't even slept for an hour. And I said to the doctors, listen, there's nothing wrong, I'm just tired, I'm just closing my eyes. And my doctor said to me, don't worry, we know, we can see all the monitors, we know you're fine, you can sleep. I must have dozed up for a couple of minutes, and I actually woke up with her touching my shoulder and saying, okay, we're finished, we're just waiting for them to get to your bed and then we'll move you into recovery. And I said to her, how did it go? She said to me, Rochelle, I'm not going to lie to you. You were out of danger, but it was actually much worse than we thought. I said to her, what do you mean? She said to me, Rochelle, your uterus wasn't growing. Your placenta was too small. And the cord was wrapped around Gabriella's neck twice. I looked at her, I said to her, but that's not possible. She said to me, the cord was wrapped around her neck twice. She would not have lived longer than a week if she had stayed in me. Was growing tighter, she was constricted, she couldn't move. She wasn't getting everything she needed. But on the good side, she's out, she's breathing, we're fighting, you're done, you're going to recovery. I'm lying there thinking, shell shock of note, people. How much more can you take? How much more information like this can you take? Finally get me onto a bed. get me into recovery, and you lie there. And with Palm Lane being a mommy baby hospital, you lie in recovery and you see mommies coming in holding their babies. You hear the babies cry, you see the daddies taking pictures, and you hear people taking phone calls, and oh, this baby is so beautiful, she's so big. And you're lying, you don't have anything. You can't move. You can't stand up and say, bugger this, I'm going to walk out now. You don't have feeling in your legs. You can't close your eyes and sleep. You can't. Because you're listening for that little sound that you heard in the theatre a few minutes ago. You also want to hold that little body. You also want to be that people celebrating. I must have lied there for about 45 minutes. Just before I left, the doctor came and said to me, Rochelle, okay, we're moving you to the room, I'll come and see you. And any and all moms and even dads that have babies, C-section, knows there's drips and there's a catheter. And I said to the doctor, that one thing, I want this catheter out. She said to me, oh, when you get your feeling. I said, no. None of this 24-hour, 48-hour, I want it out. She said to me, Rochelle, I promise you, the minute you can move your legs, you can get it out. I said to her, fine. Take me out, take me to ward free, room free, bed A. Window seat. Can't look out a window, but I got a window seat. In the bed. And a little while later, Johan finds me. And strangely, at that time, you actually wonder, pushing me from one place to another, are they ever going to find you? There's no one with you. Find me, push me to this room, lying there. Johan comes and he shows me videos and he shows me pictures. She's as big as his hand. Her entire body will fit in the palm of her daddy's hand. And in the pictures I saw, already pipes connected, already drips connected. And it's surreal, it's not real. It really is not real. I said to you, and I want to go see her, but I'm not going down with a catheter. And we sit there and we're quiet. Johan is up and down between me and Gabby. He can't do much, but he goes and he stands and he watches and he comes back up and then he goes down again and he comes back up. 8 o'clock that night, I called the nurse. I said, catheter out now. No, ma'am, you. I said, out. I want it out. I want to walk. I want to go see my baby. I'm not waiting until tomorrow morning. They did it. 8 o'clock, Monday night. Catheter out. Johan just looks at me. He says, I'm not even going to fight, am I? I said, no. You're not fighting. Go get the wheelchair. By the time they found a wheelchair, I was standing at the door of the room. They were livid. I didn't care. Just wanted to see my baby. They wheeled me down. Humps and bumps and pain and sore and yes, there's a reason why you're not supposed to get up straight away. But I had a mission, I had a reason. I was coming home to my husband, I was coming home to my kids, and I was going to take my baby home with me. First time I got to see her, I was in a wheelchair. In a wheelchair, I was too low. I couldn't see inside. But I couldn't see much because they were busy stabilizing her. Pipes running, pain medicine, cleaning her up. So I basically got to meet the doctor and I got to meet the nurses, and they promised me they will come and fetch me because Johan can only stay until 9 o'clock at night. Johan pushes me back to the room with a sore heart. And I get back into bed. Knowing that I have to say goodbye to Johan again and I have to stay there by myself. Because up until that stage I was quite strong. I've got Johan right next to me. My partner, my rock, my everything. Johan promised early tomorrow morning he's back. Take a while, we say goodbye and he goes. And 11:30 they come. They say, she's stable, you can come and take a look. So you can come and see your baby. They got the wheelchair ready. I was like ecstatic. Couldn't see my baby girl. Down that bumpy road again. Down the lift again. Into this ward that looks like it comes out of Star Trek. There's my baby girl. She's stable, she's sleeping, but you can't touch. You can look, but you can't touch. Special way of washing your hands, special way of walking. You're not allowed to touch your clothes. You're not allowed to take out your cell phone. You're not allowed to do anything that can contaminate. There's a nurse 24/7 standing by her bed. And you can just sit there helplessly, and look. Look at this little human that is supposed to be in your stomach still. Full of tubes, full of machines. Every 5 seconds a little alarm goes off that makes your heart stop. But the one thing I realized about the ICU that night, it's actually very quiet. It's very peaceful. Scary. Finally got back to the room, got settled. Thought, yeah, I'm not going to sleep tonight. And anyone who ever tells you, oh, you get so much sleep in a hospital. No. They wake you up at 12 o'clock, blood pressure. They wake you up at 2 o'clock, injection. Wake you up at 3 o'clock, tablets. No, man, no, you must sleep. I'm like, yeah, we will sleep. We will see how tomorrow goes. But for those who want to know, Gabriella Abigail Nel was born at 12:40 p.m. on the 5th of August. She was 51 centimeters long from head to toe. Her head is 21 centimeters. And she's grown since then. But I'll tell you all about that as we go. Thank everyone for the prayers and the messages and the support. It helps me in a lot, me and Johan, so much. People don't know how much it means, especially just that word, to show that you remember us, you're thinking of Gabby, and you're praying for Gabby, and also for the messages and prayers for Rowan and Shanae, who's big brother and sister now that can't even hold her, hasn't even seen her beyond the picture. But please keep on praying. Still a long road. Still a long, bumpy road. And please remember all those mommies and babies that don't come home or still want to come home. Thanks everyone.